Welcome to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We're here at Fort Loramie High School to bring you the high school girls varsity basketball action where the Varsity Raiders take on the Fort Loramie Redskins. Tonight's game is brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Fly Gym, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry. Again, welcome to Fort Loramie as we get ready for action here between the Varsity Raiders and the Fort Loramie Redskins. My partner Jeff Hench and I'm Greg Burning. Jeff, first let's talk about the visiting Varsity Raiders coming in today with a 7-6 record.
Well, the end of the 2019 calendar year was not very nice to the Raiders. They lost 3 straight games to MAC schools, Minster, Marion Local, and Versailles. Now, since 2020, they've opened up this new calendar year with 2 big wins over league rivals, Houston and Jackson Center. So winning 2 games in a row there for the Raiders. They're going to have their hands full today against a very good Fort Loramie team, a team that dominated them way back early in this season. But Coach Timmerman's squad has been putting the ball in the basket, and if they can handle the pressure Fort Loramie gives them, they can create some offensive opportunities off that pressure, maybe some good shots, but they're going to have to handle the pressure that we'll expect to see Fort Loramie put on them, and in this case, the whole 94 feet of the court. Yeah, talking about the Fort Loramie Redskins, the home team here today, they are 11-0 on the season, and Jeff, kind of as you alluded to, have had a fantastic start to the season so far. Yeah, their closest game's been by 28 points, and that was the first game of the year against the Minster Wildcats. Since that time, they have dominated their opponents. They play a lot of kids. A lot of girls have scored the ball, so they have a number of people that can get it done no matter who's on the court at any given time. They play a lot of kids, and like I said, they've been able to maintain that intensity, which when you're dominating teams so much, so easily in a way, sometimes it maybe you get complacent and don't come ready to play and play crisp, but they've done exactly the opposite. They've showed up every game and done what's been asked of them, what's been instructed, and they've dotted their I's and crossed their T's, and they've just been playing very good basketball exactly halfway through this season. A CAL matchup here on NKTelco Sports. We'll take a break and come back with the starting lineup and the opening tip. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We use Hometown Opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Grand Lake Health, we offer urgent care services within Joint Township District Memorial Hospital. Upon arrival, each patient is greeted and healthcare professionals assess the level of care required. Urgent care services extend your access to quality health care, complete for non-life-threatening problems. Our state-of-the-art facility and host of diagnostic and treatment options allow you to receive the treatment you deserve in a timely and courteous way. Grand Lake Health Systems, the highest quality health care for you and your family.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie High School as we get set for the starting lineups. Starting with the visiting team, Russia Raiders, coming in with a 7-6 record, coached by Coach Andy Timmerman.
And now the introduction of today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Russia Raiders. Number 4, a freshman.
Starting at guard, forward, a freshman for Russia, Kate Sherman, number 4. Number 12, also forward, junior Caitlin Monin. Senior guard number 14, Olivia Mormon. Number 20, junior guard, Ashley Scott. And playing the forward position, number 32, senior Jessica York.
The Lady Raiders are assisted by Bruce Porcher.
As I mentioned, the Raiders coached by Andy Timmerman. And now for the home team, the Fort Loramie Redskins, who come in with a 11-0 record, 7-0 in the SCAL, coached by Carla Siegel.
And now for your Fort Loramie Lady Redskins. Number 11, a junior guard.
Starting at guard, junior, number 11, Caitlin Gasson.
Number 12,
At the other guard position, senior, number 12, Kennedy Gephardt.
Number 22,
playing at one forward position,
Kenzie Holscher.
junior forward, number 22, Kenzie Holscher.
Number 30, a junior
Playing another forward position, number 30, junior Dana Rose.
and number 42,
And playing the other forward position, senior forward, number 42, Marissa Myring. Jeff, before we get set for our ball game here, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Well, as we talked about in our pregame, the Russia Raiders are going to have to handle the pressure, limit the turnovers, especially the ones that give Fort Loramie instant offense in transition. Play physical and rebound the basketball. Don't let Fort Loramie get more than one opportunity. Fort Loramie shoots the ball well. They don't miss many, but when they do, make sure you get that on the first miss. And transition defense, get back quickly. Fort Loramie likes to advance the ball to the court in a hurry. For the Redskins, they want to make sure they can control the tempo of the game and be patient. They'll look for Russia to try to maybe slow it down a little bit. Don't want to cause them to then be rushed on offense. Keep their post players in check. Make sure they take care of Russia's size inside and stop the dribble penetration that can sometimes create havoc for the Raiders when they penetrate and kick out. So those are the keys of the game, and we're off and running.
Underway, Loramie puts up 2 shots. Jeff just mentioned, missed one, got a rebound. Quickly back the other way is Russia, passing up a good open look there. We'll swing it around the perimeter over to Ashley Scott. And back out top, heavy pressure from Gasson, but stepping out of bounds is Caitlin Monin. That'll be our first turnover of the ball game, and a big part of what Fort Loramie does defensively.
Fort Loramie, on average, has forced other teams, their opponents, into 30 turnovers a game.
It's incredible. So here's Loramie back on the attack. Dana Rose swings it corner. Kennedy Gephardt fires a 3 off the mark. Rebound picked up by Kenzie Holscher for Loramie. So already 2 possessions. Loramie has 2 offensive rebounds. Swing the ball around. Here is Rose on the far side. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. That one put back up and in by Kenzie Holscher. The tough part for Russia is if you give up that basket and those offensive rebounds, it gives Loramie a chance to set up full court pressure.
Yeah, just a tough start, as we talked about. The rebounding, Fort Loramie's capitalized on that possession now. It took them 3 shots in that second possession, but they do come away with points, and that's being efficient on offense.
York looking to get it inside. It's tipped away and stolen by Fort Loramie. Here comes Kenzie Holscher with a whole head of steam. Swing it back out top. Over to Gephardt. And now back out top to Gasson. So Russia comes out in a man-to-man defense. Size-wise, they're a good, strong team and match up well. Aggressive-wise, that's a different story. Most teams struggle with Loramie's aggressive D. Russia does a nice job there, gets the jump ball, which results in a Loramie turnover.
First turnover, but again, the full court, 94 feet. Defense can set up here, and right now they kind of backed off a little bit. Not a whole lot of pressure. We'll see as they cross the half court if they double team and They do create a turnover.
Yeah, a little run and jump there by Fort Loramie. Myron picks up the turnover, can't hit the open layup, and controversially creates a foul. I believe that was called against Gasson. So her first foul and the first foul of the ball game.
Well, you saw the pressure once they crossed half court. It wasn't much in the back court, but once they did cross the midline, last time as Myron went after, got the steal, but couldn't convert in transition.
Nice cut there to the bucket. Rushi back out top. Swinging far side here is Monin. Gives it back over to Mormon, who is double teamed.
Someone's open if they're double teaming, but they can't find her quick enough, and then Holscher comes away with a fourth steal, or I should say creates a fourth turnover for the Raiders.
Rushi does a nice job getting back defensively. That is definitely one of Loramie's strong points. They try to push it up as soon as they get a turnover.
They shoot very well, do the Redskins as a team, 53% from the field, so the ball will stay here. So they get a lot of, I won't say easy shots, but high percentage shots in transition. But they also shoot the three-point shot pretty well, so they're hitting that at 36%. So they can get done on both sides of the ball, if you will, inside and outside, but definitely I think they get quite a bit of their offense, a chunk of change, if you will, in transition.
Yeah, 3 substitutions for Loramie. Roderman, Schultes, and also ball handler right now there, number 20, Heitkamp. Also got a substitution for the Raiders, number 5, Kendall Monin.
Fort Loramie, as I said earlier, will play a lot of players, so you've got to keep them all happy, if you will, and a lot of quality players, and probably if they're playing on Andy Walsh's team, probably plays 30 of 32 minutes a night. Here being loaded, they have to take turns, if you will.
Roderman missed shot, but Schultes comes up with the board. She misses her own shot, gets a rebound again. And a nice defense underneath the basket there by Ella Haney to come up with the block shot / turnover for Rushi. Rushi doing a good job early defensively, just not having much opportunity here on the offensive end, looking to see if they can get a good possession here. Again, another turnover.
Pretty good footwork, I believe it was by Myron, spinning around the Rushi Raider offensive player and able to knock away the entry pass.
Myron in the lane, spins and throws that one out of bounds. Rough start here by Fort Loramie. Coach Siegel will take a timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
4:12 left to go here in our first quarter from Fort Loramie. If you're just joining us, I'm Greg Bring, my partner this afternoon, Jeff Henchen. The Fort Loramie Redskins versus the Rushi Raiders have been pretty quiet here early on, Jeff.
Well, Rushi has to feel pretty good about themselves. They've yet to shoot a field goal, yet to take a shot, and they're only down by 2-0. They've committed 5 turnovers, but have yet to get a shot off. We'll see once here in this set if they can get a good look and at least the first attempt to score.
Rushi resets their offense. This is Ashley Scott working it inside. And now back outside to Kendall Mon and trying to work the baseline. The ball gets kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with Rushi. 2 more substitutions for Fort Loramie. Number 10, Colleen Brandewy. And I believe Kenzie Holscher also checking back in for Fort Loramie. Monin triggers it in. Ashley Scott open for 3, off the mark. Rebound battle for him, picked up by the Raiders. So
they get a chance for a second chance here, a rare opportunity, considering that was their first shot.
Battling inside, Kenzie Holscher comes out of the pile with it, looks ahead, up to Ava Schultes, off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled away by number 12, Caitlin Monin for Rushi. So the Raiders dodge a bullet there again, still down just 2. Great entry inside. Score the bucket for Kate Sherman. We're even at 2.
It took them a while. It took them almost 5 minutes to get their second shot opportunity and their first point of the game. And that's probably a good foul there as the help defense commits a foul, left Holscher open on the backside. But there was a rare miss in transition for Fort Loramie. The last possession to hit Schultes in transition. Schultes, a very good shooter on the season, 77%. Won't miss many of those opportunities, but did. And at the other end, Russia, their first bucket of the game, tied up.
That last foul was committed on number 4, Kate Sherman. So here's Ava Schultes driving right down the lane and in. Redskins quickly answer and take an early 4-2 lead.
Well, she missed her first attempt on the left side, but able to come up with a quick basket here and points, and another turnover against the Raiders, their 7th of the first quarter.
So Schultes will trigger it in for Fort Loramie. Swings it down and out back to Schultes. Highcamp pulls it out for the Redskins to reset. Just a 4-2 lead here, as Jeff mentioned. They've converted 7 turnovers for Russia so far, but haven't been able to take advantage of it. Good defense inside, ball tipped away. Outside jumper rattles home for Colleen Brandewy.
Brandewy averages just under 3 points a game. She's a 5'6" sophomore, and coming off the bench today with her first 2 points of the game. There's a long cross-court pass again. They double team you and want you to throw that long cross-court pass, and if you don't have a lot on it, there's a good chance it's getting deflected and or stolen.
Would have been a great spot to hit it had that Russia girl been towards the center, like at the 3-point line in the foul line area. Unfortunately for Russia, they were not, because I think she could have caught that ball in stride and went right to the bucket. There was an opening. Easier said than done. Another nice pass though by Russia inside to York. Can't convert. Rebound pulled away by Rose for the Redskins. Gasson pulls it back out top to reset for Fort Loramie. Russia defensively done a solid job here early on. That's been a big piece in all the games we watch of Fort Loramie. Teams have been able to do that early, but as the game has evolved,
they get wore down or something because
they keep doing line changes and the other teams have not been able to keep up.
Yeah, it may not be pretty right now for Fort Loramie, long way to go, but give credit to the Raiders. They've definitely slowed the pace down. A team that Fort Loramie scores almost 73 points a game. They've got 6 right now here in the first quarter.
It's an incredible number. High school girls basketball, 70-some a game. Block shot there. Rebound, no, scooped up by Colleen Brandewy. Another offensive rebound for Fort Loramie, converted to 2, and they have an 8-2 advantage. Stumble there by Olivia Mon results in another turnover, and quickly Loramie scores and converts again. We got a 30-second timeout from Russia. Keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors as you get a quick shot of the replay there on Rose's bucket. Our sponsors, Grand Lake Health, American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Plygem, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry. I'd also like to mention at the conclusion of this game, Jeff and I will name a player of the game, and that sponsor is NKTelco. Thanks again to all those great sponsors.
Didn't take much for the Redskins to get fired up a little bit. Just as we're talking about 6 points in the first quarter, they've scored 4 in about the past 30 seconds. And again, the defensive pressure has set a couple of those opportunities up for them. And
Scott bringing it across, lucky to hang on to that one.
Good sense knowing a couple of Redskins were chasing her and able to pull up, avoid a travel, avoid losing the ball. And there's a bunch of stuff going on there. We'll see what the call is.
I think the foul was on Russia as Rose came up and stole the ball. Going to have a push by number 4, Kate Sherman. I believe that's her second.
It is her second foul. Shouldn't say the only team fouls. They have 3, but she has 2 of them, and she will check out.
Haney checks in for Sherman.
Haley, a 6-foot sophomore, in for Sherman. And Fort Loramie, a slow start, maybe not quite as crisp. I talked about pregame how well they've been crisp and clean in a lot of their games. A bit of a struggle early on, but coming alive here as of late.
So Russia went to a little bit of a zone there. That's the tough part about playing the Redskins. They can shoot from deep as well as Rodderman buries the 3 and the lead up to 11.
A 48% three-point shooter for Rodderman. So
and I believe that's what, 29 on the year?
27.
27, who's in the ballpark.
A very good shooter. Yeah, if you say you want to play zone to protect the middle, then they have shooters, especially Rodderman, that can hit it from the outside. So you know, they make it very frustrating to the Redskins. What defense do you want to play? We'll just adjust and go to that portion of our arsenal and attack.
Scott trying to answer with the three, rattles in and out. 20 seconds remaining here, quarter number one. Loramie back on the attack. Good recovery by number 10, Ella Haney, knocking that one out of bounds.
Nice length, able to get her hand in the passing lane and prevent another potential high percentage shot.
Loramie substitute Highcamp, Holscher, and Gephardt back in the ball game. So they have Meiring, Highcamp, Gephardt, Holscher, and Schultes on the floor. And for the Raiders, they have number 5, Kendall Monin, number 20, Ashley Scott, number 10, Ella Haney, number 32, Jessica York, and number 12, Caitlin Monin. So Loramie down to the final 5 seconds. Got an offensive rebound there. Looking for some spaces. Gephardt, and too much contact by Kendall Monin. And the shooting foul coming with 0.3 of a second in the first quarter.
Gephardt did the right thing. Not a lot of time, and she drove hard, and there was definitely contact. The defender there, you see the arms not straight up, and gets whistled for the 2-shot foul with 0.3 left to go in the quarter.
Good shot of there, the senior guard, Gephardt. She knocks down the first free throw.
63% shooter on the season. Not many attempts in 11 games, just 5 of 8 coming in, but takes advantage of her first try, and likewise on the second.
So Loramie now to a 13-point lead, and that's the end of the first quarter. One in the books, Loramie 15, Russia 2. We'll be back with quarter number 2. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie. Get set here for quarter number 2. As you see a good shot there, the Redskins and Coach Carla Siegel. They got a good first quarter of the books, leading 15-2.
It took them a bit to get started, if you will. A slow start, only 6 points in about the first 6 minutes or 5.5 minutes, but they come alive with 9 to end it and open up a 13-point spread. Remember, it took Russia almost 4 minutes to get their first shot off, and they scored on their second opportunity, but Fort Loramie's defense creates 7 turnovers against the Raiders, and nice backdoor cut here. That's a high percentage shot. It's a good pass from Gephardt, a good bucket by Schultes, a good reason why she's shooting 77% from the field on looks like that.
Loramie resets the pressure, and there's Schultes stepping in the passing lane. Kicks it out to Highcamp for 3 and nails it.
Well, Schultes with the steal. Highcamp, a good 3-point shooter at 35%, hits her 14th 3-point shot of the year. And again, that was set up by the defensive pressure again.
Good look inside there by York. Misses the shot, though, and is going to be called for the over the back on the offensive rebound.
Her first foul.
York, and it's her first team 4th.
So Loramie will take over possession. Just over 7 minutes left to go here in our first half. They have a 20-2 advantage.
They dominated Russia in the first meeting, 71-15, way back when the first round of the SCL play.
Shot missed there by Meiring. Battle for underneath, and I think we're going to have a jump ball called.
Jump ball, possession arrow.
So possession arrow with Russia. But again, we'll give Loramie the opportunity to set up the pressure.
Remember, the closest game Fort Loramie's had all year has been to Minster, the first game of the season.
And 2-time defending state champion, maybe a little bit to do with that too. And but
about 28 points. Yeah, Minster's done very well since that time, playing some good basketball as well. But that's been their closest competition final score-wise. So They've been successful not just today or against Russia, but every other opponent that they faced so far this year. And again, are getting it done with a lot of players in a lot of different ways.
Good drive there by Scott as she goes to the bucket, draw the foul, and 2 free throws coming up for her as you see the replay.
Gephardt on the foul there, her first, team second.
Russia badly needed to get off the 2 points here. They got stuck on early in the first quarter. First free throw by Scott is no good. Caitlin Gasson will check back in for Fort Loramie.
You know, things are going not so well when your best shooter on the team, Ashley Scott, is 83% foul shooter, misses. You know, here's the easiest chance to have without a pressure, if you will, and she does hit the second one. But points hard to come by right now for the Raiders.
Quickly back across to the Loramie side. Myring back over to Gephardt. Deep 3, and she knocks it down.
Gephardt for 3.
That's her 19th. Or I'm sorry, her 9th made 3-point shot on the season. 8 of 23 coming in, now 9 of 24. That's good for 35%, another turnover.
Holscher can't quite handle it, kicks it back out top. Far side, there's Gasson for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound tracked down by Schultes. Far side, Gephardt. She's going to give it another go. Can't get it. Myring with the rebound, up and in. Bucket and the foul.
That's at least their 3rd time this half that not only did the Redskins get the offensive rebound, but they put it back for points as Gephardt gets her chance. I'm sorry, not Gephardt, but Myring does so on this opportunity.
3 subs coming in for the Raiders. Cece Borchers, Kate Sherman, and Kendall Monning.
Marissa Myring, 5'9" senior, obviously not the tallest player on the court, but she has the most free throw attempts by the Redskins this year. Came in 18 of 26 for a very good 69%. But you know, playing inside a lot, sometimes playing against bigger opponents, able to create some contact, and has done a nice job getting to the foul line and converting.
Yeah, the reigning SEAL Player of the Year is Myring. Does a great job, as you mentioned, in the paint, and also has a very good outside shot to go along with that, as Loramie now has extended their lead to 23.
They'll get Schultes with the foul. She had got her arm up in the face or around the face of the Russia player.
Just the 3rd team foul for Fort Loramie, and the first one against Schultes. Ella Haney to trigger it in for Russia. Trying to get it down the floor, bodied up against Gephardt and stolen. Here's the Gasson, 15-footer off the iron, no good. Rebound battled for, pulled down by Schultes. Loramie, another opportunity. A lot of offensive rebounds here so far in the first half for Fort Loramie. Gasson to reset. Russia staying in the man-to-man. Nice cut there by Schultes. Powers it up and in.
Made a nice change of direction on the cut. It looked like she was coming over top. Got one step above the Russia Raider defender, went back door. I didn't catch you through the ball, but that was the best part of it. Right on money, and then Schultes able to finish for her, already now her 6th point in the first half.
Mormon swings it over to Sherman. Can't get it inside, and it's stolen by Fort Loramie. Quick pass ahead to Dana Rose, who scores the bucket. Loramie extends to a 27-point lead, which leads to a full timeout. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
5:13 remaining here in our first half, and Jeff, at Fort Loramie was leading 15-2 at the end of the first quarter, has went on a big run here, not quite halfway through the second.
Yeah, they've really picked up the slack, if you will, that they left on the table to start the game. They've outscored Russia 15-1 here in just barely 3 minutes of action. So again, the pressure has been tantalizing.
Gasson knocks that one out of bounds. It'll stay with Russia.
They cover the floor well, do the Redskins. I mean, there's team quickness in all positions. It makes it very difficult to get open, and they do so, and they don't, with the aggressiveness, they don't give up many backdoor good looks, so they're able to gamble and not get burned by it.
Shot by Haney off the mark, knocked out of bounds off of Fort Loramie, so it'll be another chance for the Raiders with exactly 5 minutes to go in the first half. Monin triggers it in. Out top to Mormon. Trying to get it to Haney, throws it out of bounds. Turnover, gives it back to Fort Loramie.
Number 12 in the first half here already, so it's 12 times. I mean, turnovers are bad. That just prevents you from getting a chance to score. And whereas the Raiders have committed 12, Fort Loramie just 2. Both those were in the first quarter. So they've been playing very clean here in the second quarter, and as a result, they've put up already 15 points here and not even halfway through.
Loramie resets their offense. Rose trying to get inside to put off. Double teamed, kick back out top to Rotterman. Rotterman now out to Gasson. Guarded by Borchers. Borchers able to get a handle on it, I should say hand on it. Loramie swings it the other way. Rotterman for 3. Bottom of the net. Another one for Rotterman.
Assist to Schultes. She had it inside, kicked out to Rotterman. And give credit to Rotterman. She was able to find a spot where Schultes could get to the ball. Didn't make it difficult for able to throw it. Simply got in a straight line where they could see eye to eye. They delivered the ball, and then Rotterman finished with the three-pointer, second of the game.
Kendall Monin with the shot inside there, blocked by Putoff, but a little too much hand on the block. That will send Monin to the free throw line for 2 as you see the replay here.
Close, but maybe got her in the hand. Nonetheless, free throws for Kendall Monin. First one is good.
A couple substitutions for both teams. For the Raiders, number 20, Scott, also number 12, Caitlin Monin, and number 32, Jessica York. 4-4 Loramie. Kenzie Holscher checks back in the ball game. Second free throw also good for Monin. 33-5 advantage, 4-4 Loramie. Cross court pass, Highcamp, 3-ball on its way and knocked through. And Loramie clicking on offense now. They struggled a little early on, now have a 31-point lead.
Yeah, Highcamp ready. Feet were set, the ball delivered from Rotterman, and it was instantly upward motion for the shot, and nothing but the bottom of the net. She made her second three-pointer of the game, and now gets a two-pointer there.
Good outlet there by Kenzie Holscher.
Points off turnover and in transition. Again, team speed and ability, the strength to throw the long pass. Gets there in a hurry before the defenders can catch up, if you will, via the foot.
There's Loramie with the run and jump. Double quickly on Scott. She has nowhere to go, turns it over. Loramie back on the attack. Highcamp, great catch by Dana Rose in traffic, and the score.
Rose on the assist from Highcamp.
Loramie continuing to execute. It's a tough matchup out top here for Ashley Scott. You know, she's given up 3 or 4 inches to Kenzie Holscher in height and in length.
Yeah, it's a tough guard. A tough defender to get around, yes.
Russia, another turnover. Good defense to recover on the transition. Knocked out of bounds by number 12, Caitlin Monin. They'll stay with Fort Loramie. Put off checks out for Fort Loramie as number 10, Colleen Brandewy checks back in. And for Russia, number 14, Olivia Mormon checks back in. 2:40 left to go here in our first half. Loramie comfortably at a 35-point lead. Here's Brandewy. Rotterman looking for the cutter, nobody there. Instead we'll swing it back out top. Rotterman left open, triggers the 3. It's off the mark. Good box out and rebound there by Caitlin Monin for the Raiders. Trying to get it ahead, catch a break there, goes to Scott. Good pass inside to Jessica York for the score.
Good ball movement. They were able to outpass the charging Redskin defenders, and when you can do that, you can take advantage of it and get some good looks.
And Rushi able to run and jump defense against Fort Loramie, converts to a turnover, and then it's stolen right back by Dana Rose. Fort Loramie quickly on the attack, push it ahead to Kenzie Holscher. She'll take it up and score.
Boy, the Redskins not only get it in transition and such and the strong passing, but they finish.
Yeah.
They don't miss many. I mean, I can think about one earlier in the half that they missed, but they make it look easy, and they convert near the basket.
I think what's more impressive is they come back and just guard you so heavy. Like, they don't let up on that end of the ball, which is very common for a lot of teams. You get a big cushion. I think Coach Carla Siegel really stresses that with Fort Loramie, and they keep the intensity up. Foul committed here against number 31, Jaden Putoff.
Actually, it's Dana Rose.
I'm sorry, number 30, Dana Rose, you're correct. She'll check out along with Highcamp and Rotterman. Gasson will check back in along with Myring and number 33, Macy Imwally. The bodies just keep coming for Loramie. I think that's the tough part, too.
You don't see any let up. I mean, it's not like, oh, you can take a breath if the other team, like, here comes some support players. They bring as much energy and determination as the starters do. So it's a tough task for any opponent. And it's been a pretty good offensive second quarter. 27 points for the Redskins with just over a minute to go. So they've come alive offensively. And
Rushi tries to jump. Gasson able to get out of the pressure. Holscher trying to get down through the lane, kicks it over to Imwally. Imwally steps in for the 12-footer, too long. Rebound tipped around and recovered by Fort Loramie. Gasson, 3-ball, got it.
Her first points of the game, and another points off second chance opportunities here in the first half for the Redskins.
Final 35 seconds here of the first half. Ashley Scott bringing it across for the Raiders. Looking to get it inside to York. Instead kicks it over to Scott for a three. It's well short and scooped up by Myring. Quickly Loramie back on the attack. Putoff thought about the three. I'm sorry, it's Imwally. Gets it inside to Myring, who powers it through for the score.
Again, 5 feet 9 inches. Doesn't go maybe vertical, but boy, she is strong with the ball, puts it where it can't be touched, and uses the bank board to finish.
Scott drives to the bucket. 3.5 seconds remaining in our first half. She will draw the foul and go to the line for a pair, as you see on our replay.
Yeah, Imwally gets her just about a half step late and didn't get good square contact. Right idea by Macy Imwally, but just couldn't get there quick enough.
Scott's first free throw rattles in and out. Jeff mentioned she's a very good free throw shooter on the season.
83% and 1 of 3 right now.
Second one up by Scott is long and picked up by Imwally. First half buzzer sounded. That'll put it in the books for the first half here at Fort Loramie. Redskins on top 47-7. We'll take a break and be back with your first half stats. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at cargill.com.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie High School. We are at halftime when the Redskins are on top 47-7. Here with our first half stats, Mr. Jeff Henson.
Well, the first half dominated by the Redskins, and the score would indicate, especially the second quarter, where they outscored Russia a lot, and the shooting was exceptional for the half. 19 of 31, only 12 missed shots, and probably of half of those 12 misses, they've got the offensive rebounds and scored on them. So a great percentage from the field, 6 of 12 from the arc. Good from the foul line. Only 3 turnovers for the Redskins and 18 rebounds. You look on the other side, just 9 shot opportunities taken by Russia. Hit 2 of them. No 3-pointers were made. 3 of 6 from the line. Had 16 turnovers and had 8 rebounds. So the turnovers definitely a big issue here for the Raiders, as we expected it would be, as it has been for a lot of teams. Again, Fort Loramie averages creating 30 turnovers against their opponents already here in 11 games. So Fort Loramie turned it on in the second quarter, and right now in complete control of the 40-point lead.
So third quarter action underway. The Redskins get the first possession. Here's Gasson almost losing her footing there. Loramie works it around top, back to Holscher. Holscher trying to cut. Good defense there by Jessica York. And a turnover created.
Just the 4th of the game, a little miscommunication between Gasson and Gephardt, I believe it was.
Bringing across the timeline is Mormon. Picked up and doubled out top. Russia able to get past it momentarily. And that one recovered by number 12, Caitlin Monin. Mormon deep 3 on the way, short. Rebound almost saved there by Kate Sherman, goes out of bounds and back to Fort Loramie.
Leading scores in the first half for Fort Loramie. Corinne Heitkamp with 8. Schultes and Rauderman and Rose each with 6. 5 from Gephardt, 4 apiece from Brandewee and Holscher.
Rose gets it over to Holscher at the foul line. Nice high-low pass down to Myring. And Myring will put it up for the easy 2.
And Myring, I did not say her name. She had 5 first half points. Now it was 7. Again, good top down from Holscher, who's 6 foot tall. And Myring, again, 5'9" is not short, but she usually is playing against taller opponents, able to get it, keep the ball out in front of her so it can't be blocked from behind, but yet get it released quickly and kiss it off the bank board for the basket.
York to trigger it in for the Raiders. Finally gets it over to Scott, who is quickly double teamed as that one's tipped away by Gasson. He'll stay with the Raiders.
Again, just a lot of white jerseys around the basketball wherever it goes. And what's odd is with sending 2 or 3 people at the ball, the secondary, if you will, is good enough to know, anticipate maybe where the pass is going next, and to be there to either defend it or at least steal it or just defend it and not let, in this case, Russia take advantage of maybe the 4-on-2 back in the backcourt or in the front court. So it's been very well executed by the Redskins. There's another turnover.
Picked up by Holscher just across the half-court line for Fort Loramie. Holscher will reset. Russia still in the man-to-man defense. Both these teams been pretty well man up throughout. Good entry inside to Dana Rose. She'll take it up strong, miss the shot. And a foul called relatively late after the play. I think against...
It probably was a right call. A little bit of contact there, and Rose goes down.
I think that was called against Jessica York. It's her third. As the first free throw missed by Rose, York will check out. Ella Haney will check back in for her.
Rose, 75% free throw shooter on the season, 21 of 28 coming into the game, averaging, she and Rowderman both at 10.3 points a game, leads the Redskins, but a number of girls, I should say Marissa Myring, she leads with 11, and you have Rose and Rowderman each with 10 points a game, and then a host of other players between 9 and 6, so again, a lot of people can score.
Loramie again stepping in the passing lane with the pressure.
And Gephardt's got that steal, and she's pretty much sure the state champion, or has been to state, if you will, in the 100-meter dash. You see her quickness on the defensive end, getting a steal, and then it's kind of nice fitting, if you will. She gets the ball back for the triple for 8th point of the game.
Their second three-point shot. Gasson quickly doubles. Russia able to get over to Scott for a moment, and then back out top to Mormon. Tipped the ball away, still loose on the floor. Going to have a foul on the floor. I think it's going to be against Gephardt, as Loramie on this next dead ball is going to substitute an entire team.
One thing with Redskins, I was actually getting ready to just mention, they're aggressive, but they don't foul much. You know, how can you, it's like they look like they're out of control, but they're not. They get to the ball, they don't overrun it, they close out quickly, but they get there quick. That time they got their feet tangled up, and Gephardt fell on the Rishi player, and a good job officiating from underneath to see that, to cause the to call the personal foul.
Andrea Monin, who just checked in the game for Russia, unable to get it in. 5-second violation gives it back to Fort Loramie.
Even though Fort Loramie fouls, your defense gets the ball right back to them on the turnover. And for Russia, you hate to ever have a turnover, but in this way, it's better you don't panic and chuck something up to half court, and the Redskins get it, and they go down for an uncontested layup. So at least you come back, play 5-on-5 defense.
Yeah, Russia comes out with a little 1-2-2 half-court defense. Fort Loramie takes a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sport.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Loramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
5:14 remaining in quarter number 3. Loramie with a
commanding lead.
As they've led
Rishi,
this
though,
game.
if anything, you know, they put a little bit different defense, you mentioned, against the Redskins, and caused them a little bit of discomfort, but the timeout taken by Coach Siegel. We'll see once they get a chance to regroup.
And Russia went back out of it, just played man there. Loramie with a bad pass turns it back over. So Russia trying to get it inside offensively, swinging around the top. And here's Ashley Scott back out top. And a good pass inside to Ella Haney, coming from the top side of Kate Sherman. So big to big there by Russia.
Good ball movement by the blue and yellow, and that's what you need to do, again, with the foot speed of the Redskins. Pass, catch, and you have to plan ahead. You have to anticipate and kind of think about what's going to happen, so you're in position to make the pass, and not only make it, but catch it first, and then distribute it to an open player.
First shot by Haney is good.
Haney averaging just under 6 points a game for the 6-foot sophomore. Her first point of the game. We'll stay at that with 1.
Rebound pulled down by Putoff, quickly ahead for Fort Loramie. Russia back in the man. Might be a zone, actually. It's kind of a little disguised there. I think they're in a 2-3 zone. Kick over to the far side. 3-pointer, no good by Brandon. There's a 3 out top from Rotterman, and she'll connect again. Third three-pointer for Roderman on the afternoon, her 9th point.
Again, shooting the ball very well from distance, 48% coming into the game. We'll bump that up a little bit right now at 3 for 4.
Just at 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Haney in the far corner gets it back out top to Monin, picked up by Brandewy. Loramie has played pretty much man-to-man with a little spice of run and jump every now and again in the half court. Ruschi swings it around, deep shot there, blocked by Gasson. I'm sorry, that's Brandewy. Quickly ahead to Roderman. She takes an extra step as the official takes a little bit of a shot there underneath the bucket, ran into our cameraman. Hopefully he's okay.
You mentioned the block shot by Brandewy. That's her 8th block shot of the season, and she's 5 feet 6 inches tall. Her 8th block. The team leader in block shots is Dana Rose with 14. I'm sorry, she has 14, Dana Rose does, but leader is Kenzie Holscher with 16. But Brandewy, a nice knack for that at 5 feet 6 inches now with her 8th block of the season.
So Loramie dropping into a half-court trap just shy of the half-court line. Ruschi trying to get it across, cannot. It's deflected and stolen by Holscher. She'll take it the distance, off the glass and in.
Not only did she cause the steal, she won't get credit for it, but she deflected it, and then she finishes it on the other end. Her 6th point of the game.
Ruschi works it across the defense. Now double teamed underneath. Here is Monin. It's Andrea Monin. Loses the handle. It's picked off and stolen again by Holscher. She'll get it over to Roderman. Thought about the 3. Instead, we'll swing it back out top to Brandewy. Good entry inside, but better defense by Ella Haney as it's tipped off before Loramie. And a turnover created there by Ruschi.
Rose and Myron check back in for the Lady Redskins. And Alana checks back in for Ruschi.
For Loramie, couple substitutions as Myring and Dana Rose check back in. Also Gephardt. So on the floor, for Loramie, Myring, Rose, Gephardt, Gasson, and Holscher. And on the court for the Raiders, Haney, Borchers, York, Mormon, and number 5, Kendall Monin. 2.5 minutes left to go, quarter number 3. Loramie with a 58-8 lead on our First National Bank scoreboard. Dana Rose steps into passing lane to get that steal. Quickly ahead, nice catch by Gasson, full extension. And as Jeff mentioned before, not many missed on the break.
And that wasn't even a cupcake shot. That was a tough pass for Gasson to reach up high and then run out of room, able to gain composure, a vertical, kiss it off the bankboard. I've seen a lot of times where that type of play will end up in a wild shot that might even fly over the glass or miss severely. They score very well inside that 2-foot range.
Gasson reads the defense all the way, slides on the baseline, picks that one off. Brings it back the other way for Loramie. Entry pass inside to Holscher, left-hander, can't get it to go. As Haney brings it out of the pile for Ruschi.
Mentioned the Redskins as a team average 72.5 points a game, only give up 20. So in the first quarter, it maybe didn't look like they would get there offensively. Nice shot by Mormon.
Good ball fake there by Mormon, converts on the 2. Quickly back the other way though. Oh, good block recovery by York. Holscher though able to recover and score for Loramie.
Full timeout, Ruschi.
Ruschi will take a full timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie High School. 1:10 left to go here in our third quarter. And the second half has been just like the first, Jeff, dominated by the Fort Loramie Redskins.
Not in the whole first half, but about a quarter and a half. I mean, remember, Fort Loramie got off to what would be considered, in their standards, a sluggish start. I think they'd only had like a 2-0 lead for the first few minutes. It was 6-2 for a while, but boy, from about the 2-minute mark of the first quarter, all the second and now into the third, they have been playing A-plus basketball.
Mormon shot off the mark, rebound fought for, scooped up for a moment by Jessica York. And she'll get a second chance and draw the foul. Foul's called on number 30, that'd be Dana Rose for Fort Loramie. Her second foul. The third team foul against Fort Loramie. Leave a little moisture somewhere here in the court.
Fort Loramie, after today's game, plays Houston, a team that they manhandled earlier in the season, and then they play Loudonville in the Classic in the country. Not sure how good Loudonville is, but definitely a team that they will not be familiar with or as familiar with. That's coming up here in their second next game.
Couple extra chances here by Rushi. Kendall Monin coming out of the pile with the ball. Haney trying to get the handle, can't find it, steps out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to Fort Loramie. 34 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3 from Fort Loramie High School. Loramie resetting out top. Cross-court pass to Haney, or I'm sorry, over to Gasson. Skips back out top to Gasson, down to 15. I think Loramie trying to get one here. CC Borcher's doing a nice job harassing Gasson, knocks that one out of bounds. It'll stay with Fort Loramie. Substitution for Rushi, number 12, Caitlin Monin will check back in the ball game.
For the Raiders.
Gephardt the triggered in with 11 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. Throws it into Holscher. Skips it down low into Meyering. And a nice defensive play there by Haney to come up with a block. Ball loose on the floor and pulled out of there by Mormon. Picked up by Gasson, and that will end quarter number 3. Loramie on top 62-10. We're back with the fourth quarter. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie. As you get a good shot of the Loramie bench there with Coach Siegel and a happy Redskin watching the ball game as Fort Loramie is up 62-10 as we enter in the fourth quarter.
Offensively, the Redskins slowed down just a bit compared to the second quarter. They outscored the Raiders of Rushi 15-3 in the third quarter.
Loramie comes out of the half-court trap, steals that one. Gephardt goes up with it, can't make it. Holscher with the rebound will draw the foul. Foul's committed on number 3, Cece Borchers.
First, team second. At the line is Kenzie Holscher.
Holscher's first free throw rattles home.
56% foul shooter for the season. Came in this game 9 of 16 for 56%. That one gives her, her 9th and now her 10th point. And she averages 8.2 points a game.
Loramie will drop back into like a 1-2-1-1 half-court press.
It probably feels like a 3-3-3 with as much ground as they cover. You sometimes wonder if they have extra players on the court playing defense, as much area as they can defend and guard.
And a bad pass there by Holscher, but able to recover, blocks the shot, which leads to a Gasson breakaway and an easy 2. And right on cue, Rushi looked like they had a freebie 2 there, and Holscher fortunate, or should say athletic enough to step back in and block that shot.
Her 17th block shot of the season. That leads the team.
Rushi throws that one over the outstretched arms of Caitlin Monahan out of bounds.
We have a winner and a person who claimed the 50-50 prize.
So that'll give Loramie the ball. There's Gasson, good entry inside to Holscher, powers it up, can't get it to go. Will draw the foul and get 2 free throws.
Just hit her first 2 foul shots of the game last possession and gets another chance to do it again.
Holscher again rattles that one in.
Sherman, Scott, and Monin check back in for the Raiders.
Sherman, Scott, and Monin check back in for Rushi. Coming back in for Fort Loramie was Schultes and number 20, Corinne Heitkamp. Second free throw also good, as Holscher now up to 12 points. Rushi gets through the defense across the half-court line. Here's Mormon. Loses the handle. It's going to be called for a travel. Turnover will give it back to Fort Loramie. Schultes triggered in for Fort Loramie. 6:35 remaining in our ball game. Loramie in command. Rushi trying to take a possession back here. Here is Gephardt. Slings it across court to Heitkamp. She'll let the 3 ball go off the mark. Holscher going to be called for over the back foul.
Kenzie Holscher over the back. That's her first, team 4th. Colleen Brandewey checks in for Kennedy Gephardt.
Gephardt will step out as Colleen Brandewey checks back in for the Redskins.
Now just a quarter court 1-2-2 zone defense now by the Redskins.
Here's Andrea Monin, swings it over to Scott. Good inside pass to Sherman. Her shot off the mark and picked up on the rebound by Heitkamp. Scoops it over to Holscher, who runs the floor very well, catches and scores for her 14th point.
Yeah, just good job by Holscher running the floor and found an opening, and no one from the Raiders saw her going there. And again, caught the ball, be able to score, convert, capitalize.
Exactly what you're supposed to do as a post run right down the middle of the floor. Loramie does a nice job running the offense. Good cross-court pass to Ashley Scott. She's fouled as she goes up with it. You see on the replay there.
Scott had
it against Myring.
We'll have some free throws here. She was just 1 of 4 in the first half, and it's an 83% shooter coming in, so unlikely shooting percentage in the first half. Hits the first of 2 here.
Kenzie Holscher will take a seat as you see her exiting there. Jaden Putoff checks in for the Redskins. Second shot for Scott on the way, and she's able to rattle that one in as well. Highcamp brings it across for the Redskins. Here's put off. Rushi staying in the man-to-man. Swung it across to the side. Brandon, nice ball fake. Steps in the lane for the runner. Can't get it to go. Rebound battle for and pulled down by Brandewey. Loramie with another opportunity. Meyering driving down in the lane.
She definitely goes at it. I mean, she found a crease and just powered her way in there. And defensively, you'll see once the arms are extended up or out. And if they're out, which they were, she creates a contact and muscles her way up to create the foul. Makes her first foul shot.
Free throw is good as number 23, Elena Garrity, checks in for the Raiders. Second one by Meyering is good as well. She'll check out as Taylor Rotterman checks back in. Rushi back on the attack. That ball tipped out of bounds by Schultes. As number 10, Ella Haney, will check back in for Rushi. Here's Scott now on the far side. Nice back cut there by Elena Garrity, who just checked in. Gets the easy bucket for the Raiders.
Good cut, good pass, and good finish for Garrity.
Rotterman steps inside the three-point line, can't get the jumper to fall. Rushi back the other way. Pump fake, shot no good by Monin. Ball tipped around out top and recovered by Highcamp. Tried to wrap it around the other side too for Loramie. It's going to be thrown out of bounds. Back to the Raiders, 4:25 remaining in our ball game.
Last possession, Rotterman, you said stepped inside the arc for a shot. I was just kind of curious how many two-point shots. I mean, she's a good three-point shooter coming in. She was 13 of 21 from inside the arc, and add that up with the three-point shots at 26 of 54 for 54%. Actually hitting the shots very well from both distances, but by far their best three-point shooter coming into tonight's game at 48%.
Another nice backdoor cut there, that time by Scott, delivered from Garrity, and Rushi able to convert again. Highcamp will reset for Fort Loramie. Here's Rotterman out top. Put off, back over to Rotterman. Schultes, good pass far side to Put off, who takes the contact and scores.
Assist by Schultes, and Put off becomes the 10th Redskin player to score today, her first 2 points of the game. And again, the 10th Redskin player to put points on the board.
Scott pass inside to Sherman, draws the foul and the finish.
Sherman, her 4th point of the basket, will get a chance for one more. Raiders here the past few possessions have had some nice offense execution and some backdoor cuts that they were able to score on, and this time Sherman draws the foul, and the 6'1" freshman, remember she's only a freshman, 6 feet 1 inches tall, gets a chance for a 3-point play here.
Good shot of the freshman there at the free throw line. Can't get it to go. As Schultes loses her footing, got a little body contact, I believe, from Ella Haney, so she'll draw the foul as number 22, Sophie Francis, checks in for the Raiders. So here is Imwali back out top. Loramie resetting, just under 3 minutes remaining in our ball game. Loramie has led throughout. Rotterman, 3-ball on the way, short. Rebound scooped up by CC Borchers for the Raiders. And she swings it around the perimeter. And back out top to Borchers. Stolen by Schultes. She'll take it the distance and score.
Again, high percentage shot. Another steal for Scholtes, and again, she scores. She's shooting 77% from the field, so doesn't miss many.
That one thrown out of bounds. We go back to for Loramie is number 32. Claire Gephardt checks in for Loramie. And also number 40, Paige Eilerman.
Timeout, Varsity, 30-second timeout.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie. 2:15 remaining in our game. Loramie in command, as they have been so far throughout this season. This is Brandewy bringing it across, guarded by Borchers. Swinging around the perimeter, dumping in. Here's Eilerman, who just checked into the ball game, loses the handle, and scooped back up out top by Brandewy. Here's Barhorst. Swung over far corner to Brandewy. Drives the baseline, little floater, no good. Rebound pulled down by Borchers for the Raiders. Loramie staying in their 1-2-2 half court. Swinging inside and is stolen by Jaden Putoff. Leans it ahead up for Wally. Tracks it down and tries to get it inside to Eilerman. Swinging around the perimeter. Putoff back out top here to Brandewy. Here's Eilerman back out top to Brandewy. Loses the handle momentarily. Under 1 minute left in our ball game here from Fort Loramie. Brandewy swings it over to Eilerman, back out top to Brandewy. Putoff with the post up, drives down through the lane, can't get the shot to go, but draws the foul.
Made her mind up. She was going to the basket and just on the right side, able to use her strength and basically just take a right-hand layup outside the lane there, draw contact, and get rewarded with now 2 free throws.
Jaden Putoff at the free throw line, off the back iron. Number 21, Reese Gubo checks in, a freshman guard for Russia. Second one on the way from Putoff is good. (77-18) for Loramie on top on our First National Bank scoreboard. They're going to remain undefeated on the season. She swings it around. That shot blocked by Brandewy. They try to take it the distance. Left hand off the glass and in. Good defense there by Colleen Brandewy.
2 blocks for her today. That gives her 9 on the season. So good timing, good extension, and then gets rewarded with her own block shot, rebound, and score. So the trifecta there for Colleen Brandewy.
Final 5 seconds of the ball game. Here's Borchers. Swings it out top. It is stolen by Colleen Brandewy, and that will end our ball game. Redskins victorious 79-18. We'll take a quick commercial and be back with our post-game wrap-up. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Wayne Trail, a Lincoln Electric company, supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Wayne Trail routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters and every role contributes to the success of our business and offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit WayneTrail.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
What is the best way to reach your customers? Have you tried traditional marketing and fallen short? Use video marketing from NKT Productions. It's effective, economical, and it can be used across multiple devices. Capture your customers where they spend their time most, on TV, websites, email, and social media. Don't miss your chance to show the world how great your business is with video marketing. Experience the power of video marketing through NKT Productions. Meet with one of our experienced media agents to learn more.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie, where the Fort Loramie Redskins were victorious 79-18. Here with our post-game wrap-up, Mr. Jeff Henchen.
Fort Loramie wins all phases of today's game as they shoot the ball extremely well, and they take advantage and capitalize on all the turnovers they created. The final numbers look like this. Rushi from the field, 6 of 21, did not make any of their 5 3-point attempts. Fort Loramie on the field, 30 of 51, only missed 21 shots, and we're 50% from 3-point range. Very good percentage there. Free throws, Rushi connected on 6 of their 11 attempts. Fort Loramie very good at 11 of 13. There's the turnovers. Fort Loramie averages as a team creating 30 turnovers a game against their opponent. Unofficially, they were 1 short today, and likewise, they take good care of the ball themselves, just 10. The rebounding margin in favor of the Redskins as well, 29-16, and had a handful, probably 10 points at least, on offensive stickbacks that they were able to generate on second and maybe in some cases third chance opportunity points. Scoring for the Rushi Raiders, they were led by Ashley Scott with 5. Kate Sherman added 4, 2 apiece from Kendall Monin, Olivia Mormon, Jessica York, and Elena Garrity, and 1 point from Ella Haney for their total of 18. For the Fort Loramie Redskins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players do score today. They were led by Kenzie Holscher, the lone scorer in double figures with 14 points, 9 apiece from Taylor Ratterman and Marissa Meyering, 8 apiece from Kennedy Gephardt and Corinne Heitkamp and Ava Scholdes, 7 from Dana Rose, 7 from Caitlin Gasson, 6 from Colleen Brandowie, and 3 from Jaden Putoff. Their total of 79. Good job by the Redskins, and they continue their domination of teams around this area, and they've basically played today's 32 minutes, probably about 28 minutes of pretty good basketball. You know, maybe at the end there, I included that, maybe got a little sloppy, but boy, really in between the hash marks, if you will, they really got it done, and congratulations to them. They've done another fine job today.
Yeah, it's a lot of what we've seen throughout the season, a lot of pressure, a lot of fast breaks, and some very good shooting. The Redskins continue on as they are now 12-0 in the season. The Rushi Raiders will drop to 7-7. And before we sign off here, we'd like to talk about our player of the game for today, and that player of the game goes to Kenzie Holscher.
Well, she was a leading scorer today. She netted 14 points. For sure had at least 1 block, and had just a special play down at the Rushi side late in the game. Had a block shot, or threw the ball, came back, blocked a shot, got the rebound, ran the floor, and Greg's telling me got it on a back to her and is able to score. So she runs the floor very well. Just one of the things she did well today, and again, a host of players played well for the Redskins, but she leads all scorers with 14. Congratulations to Kenzie Holscher, our player of the game.
That'll do it for us here at NKTelco. I'd like to thank our director, Scott Robinson, his assistant, John Sweeterman, our cameraman, Nolan Emerson, Mark Fissel, and Wes Temple, my partner, Jeff Henchen. I'm Greg Burning. Thanks for watching.